that there's been like 300 songs that have been removed from both Just Dance Plus Unlimited and Just Dance Now, which of course, both of them in which the Just Dance Unlimited streaming service has been going on for a total of 7 years. Yeah, that's a lot to count on. In which it's been going on since from Just Dance 2016 to 2022, as it was their newest way of DLC in a way. It was always been known as with the longest song catalog through the entire series. Back in 2016, it was around 150 songs. By then, in 2017, it was increased to 200, 2018, 300, 2019, 400, 2020, 500, 2021, 550, and then 2022 was the last game, came to a total of 700 songs. That's a lot to put in a catalog. Now, as we are entering into the new era, I think Just Dance Now also somewhat had this similar catalog expansion too, except they involved around like adding special month seasons with new content, new songs returning, old songs returning, even some of the new stuff that the 23, 24 editions are already providing. But no exception, these are some of the massive following 300 songs that they decided to remove, in which there's a few songs from 2023 and 2024 that they also wanted to. Those being by the likes of what was removed, 365, 1999, Hashtag That Power, 24K Magic, and which also some of the songs will even contain some alts, as we know, that were also additionally removed as well, in terms of if it was an extreme, a regular alt, or a sweat alt, any sort of thing. Seven Rings, Accidentally in Love, Adore You, Airplanes, All the Good Girls Go to Hell, All the Stars, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, Animals, Apache Jump On It, Applause, The Ketchup Song, Bad Guy, Bad Liar, Bailando, all of the three bangs, Bang, 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 Barbie Girl, Beauty and the Beat, Believer, Best Song Ever, Beware of the Boys, Big Girl, You Are Beautiful, Blinding Lights, Blow Your Mind, Boom Boom, Boom Baya, Born This Way, Born to Be Wild, Break Free, Break My Heart, Boom Boom, Tom Tom, Buttons, Ça Plain Pour Moi, Cake by the Ocean, California Girls, Can't Stop the Feeling, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, Show Amor, Chicken, Payback, China Circus, Come On, Cola Song, Come Back Home, Con Otra, Con Kama, Cool for the Summer, Copacabana, Cotton Eye Joe, Crayon, Crucify, DANCE, Dancing Queen, Dance, Pop Version, Doodoo Doodoo, Dibby Dibby Sound, Die Young, Digging in the Dirt, Jaja, Don't Call Me Up, Don't Start Now, Don't Wanna Know, Don't Worry Be Happy, Don't Worry Child, Dynamite, Familiar, Fancy, Feel It Still, Feel Special, Fernando, Fine China, the Finesse remix version, Fit But You Know It, Flash Pose, Forget You, Fine, Gundam Style, Gentleman, Georgia, Get Ugly, Gimme, A Man After Midnight, Girlfriend, Girls Like God Is a Woman, Happier Than Ever, Happy, Havana, Head and Heart, Heat Seeker, Here Comes the Hot Stepper, Hey Mama, Hold My Hand, Honey, 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 I Am the Best, I Don't Care, I Don't Feel Like Dancing, I Get Around, I Like It, I Love It, I Was Made for Loving You, I Will Survive, Ice Cream, Idealistic, I'm Out of Love, I'm Still Standing, Instruction Into You, It's You, Jai How, You Are My Destiny, Kaboom Pow, Karaoke Forever, Future Underworld Mix, Kick It, Kill This Love, Kiss Me More, Kissing Strangers, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Lay All Your Love on Me, Like Song, Let Me Love You, Level Up, Levitating, Like I Would, Lollipop, Love Me Again, Love Story, Taylor's version, Love You Like a Love Song, Mamma Mia, Maps, Me Too, Medicina, Nigante, Money, 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 Montero, Call Me By Your Name, Moves Like Jagger, My Main Girl, My Youth, Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, Narco, Never Gonna Give You Up, New Face, No Control, No Limit, No Tears Left to Cry, Old Town Road remix version, One Kiss, One Way or Another, Teenage Kicks, Oops I Did It Again, Panini, Peanut Butter Jelly Positions, Pound the Alarm, Princess Problem, Promiscuous, Pop Up the Volume, Get It, Balante, Radioactive, Rain on Me, Rare, Risky Business, Rock and Roll, Rock Your Body, Rock Goodbye, Rockefeller Shank, Runaway, You and I, Samba, De Janeiro, Same Old Love, Sacred Tears remix, Sex, Senorita, 16 I Know It, Shape of You, Side to Side. So this was the kind of a sorry, SOS Stop, Starships Stop Moving, Sudakaras, Sucker Sugar, Super Bass, Super Trooper, Sweet Little Unforgettable Things, Switch, Take a Chance on Me, Take Me Out, Techie, Talk, Teenage Dream, The Other Side from Trolls World Tour, The Way I Are, Dance with Somebody, The Weekend, The Winner Takes It All, The World Is Ours, Therefore I Am, These Boots Are Made for Walking, TikTok, Till I Find You, Toy, Tribal Dance, Turn Up the Love, Tusa, Ugly Beauty, Uptown Funk, Volet Voice, Wake Me Up, Waking Up in Vegas, Want to Want Me, Waterloo, What About Love, What Lovers Do, When I Grow Up, When the Rain Begins to Fall, White Noise, Wild, Woman Like Me, Womanizer, Work, Wouldn't It Be Nice, X, Yo Le Lego, and You Don't Know Me. That's all 300 of what there is. But as we all know, Just Dance has been known for some accomplishments and achievements that they've done throughout the times, and they're known a stranger to world records, and reaching 700 songs in a specific song of Just Dance Plus Unlimited Just Dance Now's catalog has been known for that. Although there are times where the game could sometimes be street run, unlike a certain someone that I recognize. But what if I told you that there was a way where Just Dance Plus could be the future? I want them to actually not just beat the record of 700 songs, but I want them to crush it, to see, like, to go max the limits of what they can do than just 700 songs in a catalog that's just very big. Because as we know, from Just Dance 2016 to 2022 was 7 years. That's 7 games with, in the process of adding so many songs of what they could add due to licensing problems and all that nonsense. But maybe there's a chance for them to actually beat Just Dance Unlimited's score of 700. And maybe this could even apply to it being the future for what it could be, as this could also not only just apply for what we have now with just 300 in Just Dance Plus catalog, or what they're secretly planning afterwards, so they can cook that might be the future new rhythm game of what we know today. And like this could even apply to the future of the next future Just Dance titles after 2025, like 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, maybe 2030 and beyond. I don't know what their next era they plan to do for the future of the Just Dance franchise. Let alone that a few days ago, it was, or a few weeks if you count, they had their 15th year anniversary celebrating 15 years of making the Just Dance franchise cool and fun to everyone to enjoy. But we're going to start in some things. We're going to start off with the mainline Just Dance series of what songs should be in the Just Dance Plus catalog. And then after that, we go through the spin offs and maybe some future features and all that as we proceed and go into the digression of what could lead for Just Dance in the future. And we begin with the mainline series. This were the songs from Just Dance 1 to Just Dance 2024 and beyond. And here, now because the first Just Dance game started off small, with only a total of 32 songs, and 11 of those songs are in Just Dance Plus. And I honestly think all of them should be returning. Some of them will probably receive a retake treatment in a future game somewhere. Toxic was the first to do it for Just Dance 2, which we later also got its version in as well, because of course it was covered by the girly team. This of course applies to Girls Wanna Have Fun, Ring My Bell, Cotton Eye Joe, Surfing Bird, Womanizer, Fame, and Kids in America, I Like to Move It, Radio Mix, Pump Up the Jam, La Freak, and the Funplex, the Dare, and Cheer, and Eye of the Tiger, Can't Get You Out of My Head, Wannabe. What's surprising is how Wannabe was originally on the Just Dance Plus catalog, but then was removed during the Showdown event season, per se. And I honestly think they should return it, unless they're planning to do a retake on that map specifically and give it a whole new treatment. And then we move on to Just Dance 2, which I do want to point this out. I don't know if all of the Rihanna songs from Just Dance 2 to 2015 will ever return, because I know a lot of fans have been desperate for Rihanna's return, but because I don't know if it's due to licensing or anything, I don't know if we'll ever get to see the light of day of Rihanna returning in the Just Dance Plus catalog by any chance. But yes, there are some maps that haven't received the remake treatment, and then there's ones that are already from the Just Dance Now and Just Dance Unlimited catalog. And I think most of these around here is likely to return, along with some ones that haven't received the remake too. There'll be a chance where they also go by some beta maps as well, because they managed to turn some of the past maps into official for Just Dance Plus later on, even though when they originally intended, but they decided otherwise. Then we had Just Dance 3. This is one of the most popular Just Dance titles of all time, with a good selection of songs, especially with the likeness of them adding two different variations, like two different editions. There was the Target exclusive and the Best Buy exclusive. Most of those two just only feature like 2 extra bonus songs in the process, and they basically just made the game good. But there was never a game where they had both features to extend it on that process. Honestly, all of these should come. Some of these maps are already in Just Dance Plus, but then there are the ones who haven't received the return just yet, and by that be. Then there's Just Dance 4, which it apparently is like not much of a deal, because they're growing in the process, and there are ones where it's like they're gonna continue on. Some of them mostly appeared in some of the seasons at the time being, and then there are ones that haven't received the remake at all. And yet I think they should also bring the edition where they could even bring some of the battle mode maps as well, considering there's like only 5, and some of the maps that are in Just Dance Plus, they could go well. It's just to connect well with the others. There's most of them that just provides in it, whether it's something that hasn't been made or the ones that have been made. Then we move on to 2014. There is also some triumphant in what the song selection should be from what they add. And sure, there are some alts that haven't got the release on the catalog, and then there are the alts that have gotten this treatment, and then there are the ones who don't, the original maps that don't receive this remake at all because of how they just refuse to not put it in at all for some reason. Then we have 2015, the third best, the second best in when it comes to the beginning of the year sets. And it's really great. I think it's just the thing of the continuation where they continue to make new songs out every time once in a while. I believe they're going to I believe they also deserve this. I mean, we're getting like some new maps. we're getting some legacy maps. Most of the games from Just Dance 1 through 2015 are considered the legacy type, where we're seeing a bunch of those legacy maps returning, and it's really great to see it. And then we head into the somewhat modern era with like Just Dance 2016 to like 2018. This was when it was like into that new menu style. And before that, we had like all this content and all that way. But then they just decided by 2019 they'd do a big change for it, along with its menu and its theme. Because, of course, the music menu theme it played was from 2015 for 2016 and 2017. But then by 2018, they go with pure originality on its whole basis, and while still providing the same menu theme. But yeah, some of the songs that are in here should make the return. Some are already in, and yet they deserve the recognition they deserve. And in terms of exclusives that also aren't in, like The Russian Smile, Shut Up and Dance, Get Ugly, Hold My Hand, Taste the Feeling, the classic, plus the old version, along with some fan-made mashups, because we already know that We Speak No Americano did receive a fan-made alt, meaning that some fan-made maps could also make the return, and those apply like Stadium Flow, and this is how we do it. This even applies to Just Dance 2017 with its roster of songs that are also added as its second partial from what it is to purely what they added as well, along with some of their exclusives like Youth, IMA 105, and the famous Natio Dance of French, and Juju Wannabe, How Deep Is Your Love, The Hand Clap, Don't Let Me Down, Ain't My Fault, and a bunch of other ones. Along with the Wake Me Up Before You Go emoji movie alt. Not sure if it's going to return or something because of how bad the movie was that people hated. But yet the Just Dance map was basically just to promote some of the movie, and yet they could have picked a better song, like Good Vibrations or something else. And yeah, more additional, not just fan-made alts, but also VIP alts, like for example, Cake by the Ocean, or the Oshi map, and same thing for the Hips Don't Lie, Hand Clap, along with Let Me Love You as well. Then we hit to Just Dance 2018. It's like close of peakness of what they had before. Some of the maps had good choreography while others didn't have any. There was even one map that didn't get a VIP or professional map made alternative when it came to like 2019 or so, and yet this is what some of the selection I see happening. There was also two maps. Sugar Dance was already in Just Dance Plus, but Thumbs as a secondary Ubisoft member exclusive map related until likewise they came up with. There's a bunch of that I want to see. I would also like to see them bring back the Nutty Girl Naughty Rabbit Peach alt return for Nintendo members only, because it only applied to it. I don't know. And it's sad because it only appeared on Just Dance 2018 for the Switch and not for any other installment of the Just Dance series on Switch. 2019 to 2024, it's unfair. I mean, there should be exclusive maps for the specific console from how the game should be played, along with the VIP made of all you got to do is Just Dance. Then you have the others, some of the worst era being from 2018 to 2022, where you have 2018, which it's already good, and we're already getting good selection, but then there's some that haven't gotten in yet, or the ones that haven't received the remake, unless by 2020, 2021, and 2022, they managed to put big sets of the entire soundtrack of 2019 on that list. But I don't know. Some even get that. Same applies for 2020 for when it came to their soundtrack as well. But then there's like the ones that are good, and then people really want to see some. A lot of fans from the Just Dance Plus community have been asking for like retakes of the current songs that have received like the worst choreography in a way. But hey, they should be grateful that the songs are in the game and we don't get them a second time in a way that just begs like difference. As for like 2021, there's not much. You got Calypso, Fan Made Alt, and then there's Monster, The Way I Are, Come Back Home, Head and Heart, Intoxicated, All the Stars, and Rainbow Beats. And then we're on the somewhat last Just Dance title when Just Dance Unlimited was around. And most of the songs here is like, some of them are already in. And they're also the newest and more recent game to have some coaches receive the name treatments. From what we know on some maps, like for example, Judas has Ghost Rider. Last Friday Night had Lisa Friday. Levitating and Rock Your Body had The Traveler and See Hanova. Mr. Blue Sky, Blue, even some of the previous maps that will eventually get their names later on in the process. Even some that, because there's a reason why Just Dance Plus updated some of the maps by also data mining some names for them. But in terms of exclusives, we got Montero, Call Me By Your Name, Kiss Me More, and Shout, and along with some other VIP made maps like the Shout Out and Koi from World Tour, along with La Folle and Princess, also from World Tour. And then there's the Level Up VIP alt. But no, before we get into it, there's the last two ones, and those being for Just Dance 2023 is Jamas Lasher for 2023, because apparently this map is not available worldwide and only accessible to like French users, Brazilian users, or any other specific regions that have this map, but not all around the world or something. I don't get it. The same thing applies to 2024's with If You Want a Party's VIP version, which is also somehow exclusive in other countries and not worldwide for some reason. I don't get it. But hey, there's probably some changes of what they're doing. And with that, we also move on to the spin-offs of Just Dance that also appeared in the Just Dance Plus catalog. Now, there was only a few songs that was featured from ABBA You Can Dance and a few of the Just Dance Kids series. So I think maybe we could end up getting more maps from the ABBA You Can Dance, which was where we're going to start off with, and those being maps related to like stuff like Marionette, Head Over Heels, Fit, Wasn't for the Nights, Knowing Me, Mamma Mia, SOS, Summer Night, The Winner, Volsevarius, Kiss the Teacher, Holes in My Soul, Idolio, Mother No, Bang, People Need, Angel Eyes, Good as New, and the Dancing Queen Prom Night Edition. Yeah, because just when you thought the original was enough, they had to make another one. Maybe they'll even feature the Just Dance 2015 to 2018 Unlimited exclusive into Just Dance Now Plus as well. We might even get that feature as well. Now, the Just Dance Kids version is a bit in the process, like, because there's 3 of them. So I think it's best if we just stick with a few for now. And then as future weekly drops come in, we'll get more in the process of what we get. And those being Ants Go Marching, Bingo, Funky Town, Holiday, Gonna Make You Sweat, Everybody Dance Now, Jungle Boogie, Happy If You're Happy and You Know It, the usual, Old MacDonald Had a Farm, Kids in America, The Macarena, Kung Fu Fighting, Pop Goes the Weasel, Mickey, Who Let the Dogs Out, The Wheels on the Bus, The Chicken Dance, the Shake It, and the YMCA. Which then leads to our next one, being the sequel, with also probably getting the same similar treatment. And those being the likes of Crocodile Rock, Despicable Me, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, Five Little Monkeys, I Am a Gummy Bear, Yes, I'm a Gummy Bear, Istanbul, Jump Up, Itsy Bitsy Spider, Jingle Bells, Lollipop, Song 2, Hokey Pokey, The Hokey Pokey, Whip My Hair, Just the Way You Are, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, Rocketeer, Alright, and Feeling Good. This even applies also, we're also getting along with Just Dance 2014, the kids version as well, which also will also get the same similar recognition as well, with the likes of Deo from Beetlejuice, Fireflies, Footloose, the Fraggle Rock theme song, Get Down on It, Give Your Heart a Break, Hickory Dickory Dock, Hit the Lights, The Hustle, Mary Had a Little Lamb, One Thing, Walking on Sunshine, Do You Love Me, Freeze Game, Hit Me With It, Interstellar, Simon, Make It Shine, Put Your Hearts Out. Now, I know people are also going to hate on Smurfs Dance Party because of how bad it was of the most spin-off it is. But don't worry, there's only going to be a few songs from the song list in that game. And it will be the last we'll ever see, and there won't be any more after that. And we'll ever see them again. And those being Blame It on the Boogie, I Want to Dance with Somebody, I Like to Smurf It, Walking on Sunshine, Who Let the Smurfs Out, Barbra Streisand, Just the Way You Are, and Smurf This Way. Oh, but with all of those specific ones out of the way, that will probably also get updated with new songs every time. But we'll move on to the Just Dance Disney parties, because I'll be honest, the Disney's Magical Time season of Just Dance 2024 could have made endless opportunities if they added songs from that specific spin-off game at the time and not reuse them for free. And those songs being by the likes of The Bare Necessities from The Jungle Book, Bibbidi Boppity Boo from Cinderella, the Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride from Lilo and Stitch, the Jessie's theme song, Hoedown Throwdown, along with the Muppet Show's theme song, Shake It Up, Simp, Squirrels in My Pants from Phineas and Ferb, the Under the Sea, but this time it's from Disney Party version, and We Are All Together from that High School Musical. And in terms of the sequel, Just Dance Disney Party 2, you'll probably end up seeing like one song from each of these 10 franchise that you see. Move on to the Chinese versions of Just Dance, but there's only a few actually, apparently, and those being the Chinese versions of Just Dance 2015, Just Dance Now, and Just Dance Unlimited. Considering that Leg Day from Just Dance 2017's Chinese version is already in the game, so there's no need for any changes whatsoever. And those songs from the Chinese version that should be in will be The Dancing Diva, Under the Sunshine, Little Apple, Summer Sweetie, Chick Chick, Coolest Ethnic, Summer Voice, Let's Party, The Drinking Song, Youth, Bad Girl, G, Gokuraku Jodo, The Bailey Men's Swing, Penguins Game, The Ghoul, Gonchi, the Can VIP version, along with the Senorita VIP version. And there's even also some other ones that we'll also point out for later, and that's also the Just Dance Japanese versions. But here we just have the other two versions, particularly, and those, which there's 1, 2, and the Wii U being the third one. And for the Just Dance Wii version, I could expect almost the entire of all the songs there to get in, and those being the Won't Belong, Kiki Bump, Cutie Honey, Dial 6700, Survival, Won't Let You Go, or something, Jumping, Sexy Girl, Choo Choo Train, Valentine, Heavy Rotation, Y, Mr. Hey Mickey, UFO, Love Revolution, and One Night. And in case of an addition, there will also, hopefully they also add the Just Mario map, because it was exclusive in Just Dance 3, came back in the early of like 2018, but never came back afterwards. And then we have the sequel, this as the similar format, where there are some maps that from the Japanese version will also make it in as well. Almost all of them entirely. Those being Independent Woman, Samishi, Rising Sun, Lovers Again, Maru Maru, Go-Go Summer, Jet Coaster, Pon Pon Pon, Mickey Mouse, Serena, Body and Soul, Joyful, We Can't Stop, Bo Peep, Age is a number or something, I'm Your Man, We Can Fly, Yay Holiday, Right on Time, and Pop Star. And finally, we move on to the last Japanese Just Dance game, being Just Dance Wii U. And thankfully, there's only a minimum of these Japanese songs, so we're only going to go through this one by one quickly, and those being Follow Me, Fortune Cookie, Flying Nugget, I Wish For You, Kishishidori, Sensei Kawaii, Electric Boy, Tusuke Matsukutsuru, Ninjaru Bang Bang, Dance Debakun, Dance My Generation, Meme Sisuke, Easy Do Dance, Go Gen Tengoku, Elixaria Exercise, with the coaches having cherry on their heads, Fantastic Baby, Love Machine, Kaito Shoujo, My, and Tell Your World. And no, to anyone who asked me, oh wait, shouldn't you also feature some of the maps from that Yokai Watch crossover? Let me remind you that there's like rarely a huge list of songs in this game. So if there was any, it'd probably just have only one song in the game and a few, but I'm not counting it at all. But we get to the separated real Just Dance spin-offs, being the Black Eyed Peas experience. Now, it's no coincidence that songs considering that are already in Just Dance right now, being The Time Dirty Bit, Pump It, And I got a feeling, let's get it started if you even count it, because it's a beta. But maybe they could bring it back as a retake treatment, sort of a way. They could somehow bring this map back. And I think in the future Just Dance title, they're going to soon add Boom Boom Pow in the future. I could see this happening. But in terms of what's next for it, maybe there's a way for the Just Dance team to put some of the famous Black Eyed Peas experience maps into the Just Dance Plus catalog. It may seem rare occasion, but it could work. I mean, it's the same song with the same but different map choreography, although maybe some of the maps are probably longer than what Just Dance's timestamp is a little bit differently. So, and those being Don't Punk With My Heart, Shut Up, Just Can't Get Enough, Rock That Body, and Don't Stop the Party specifically. Those are like some of the things that I could see appearing as like a starter, and then maybe progress later on in future updates in the way. And the last one, it's probably gonna not be, it's not likely, but it's pretty much impossible, and that's the Michael Jackson The Experience, because his music's very expensive for Just Dance to license, and this game is no exception. In fact, even getting one song from this soundtrack is more of like an achievement. But anyways, you never know. You could just dream about it and think it. There's endless opportunities. But remember, he won't actually appear in a future mainline Just Dance game in the way. But anyways, I just thought of a few, like just only 10 songs from him, and that'll be it. Not much else, and those being by the likes of Billie Jean, Thriller, Bad, Smooth Criminal, Black or White, Remember the Time, Stranger in Moscow, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Beat It, and Hollywood Tonight. As in the rest, here comes an extra one too, actually. There's also the ones I'm going to also mention is still the continuation of the extras mode, as I said earlier. Almost last, but not almost least, but here is an extras mode from which I think to expand the Just Dance catalog, they also have to create an extra mode of what they also continue to make, and even though they try to forget it, being some form of extras mode, where it contains the likeness of future mashups and maybe future battle modes, maybe community remixes. I mean, it's been going on since the era from Just Dance 3, and then it stopped all the way to Just Dance 2017. And yet, I still think they should have a thing where, yeah, mashup creators should be a thing as well, along with the ability maybe also bringing some of those mashup icons as like its own category for an extras mode, along with some of the community remixes as well for it. And in terms of the battle modes, they could feature all the 9 back, both from Just Dance 4 and 2014, because they can be creative. They can create a brand, because they're on a new engine, they could create a brand new battle system on how they could make a better health bar, a better hit, or better cool things of what they could do to make these matches more interesting. And they could even make a bit of the music a little longer, or just make new movesets or something. I don't know. They could do something different. And maybe, I'm still hoping for the future, if we don't get it for 2025, or maybe just in the expansion of its catalog, is the idea of the future shop, where it contains a lot of stuff that you would see where you can purchase a specific season progression, like for example the Lover Coaster, the Eurovision Song Contest Showdown, Beach Summer Vampires, Y2K, Disney Magical Time, Lights Out, maybe Night Swan the prequel, and many other things. From what they did, they could do something like that in an idea where you can buy it with your XP points in order to obtain it, and then you could just display it, and then even though it will say season is over, it'll activate, and it's like, oh wait, you could finish it, and then you could like just quit the season and then select your season, and then while still having the Mihai emote that tells the next season coming soon, so it could like be a like display in a way. And the last thing I want to point out is it's a secret bonus, and that's on some specific songs that could secretly be exclusives that originate from Just Dance Sing all the way to Just Dance, because there is a bunch of songs from Just Sing that came into Just Dance. And no, I'm not talking about the Just Sing song from Trolls 2 World Tour, but the actual game that is Just Sing. As Ubisoft tried to compete with some of its karaoke game predators like Lips, Everyone Sing, the X Factor, Sing Party, and the Let's Sing series. And surprisingly enough, the Let's Sing series didn't even go into the year resets until Let's Sing 2016, and they're still trying to compete right next to it as this form of karaoke game. But yeah, in terms of song selection, I think it should be the ones that haven't received the Just Dance treatment yet, but maybe there's a chance for them to appear, hopefully, in a future game, somewhere between the length of Just Dance 2025 seasons or Just Dance 2029 and beyond, sort of thing. Those being All of Me, Counting Stars, Drag Me Down, Focus, I Want to Break Free, Let Her Go, Let Me Like You Do, No One, One More Night, Rude, Stand By Me, Stitches, Torn, The Two Princes, What Do You Mean, What's Up, When I Was Your Man, 1,000 Miles, American Pie, Piano Man, Pompeii, She Will Be Loved, Sweet Home Alabama, This Love, Uptown Girl, When Can I See You Again, and Wrecking Ball. All these specifics are probably will soon eventually get in. I'm not even going to count the ones that are already in that came from Just Sing. But that's it. Hope you guys really enjoy my ideas on songs that should appear in the Just Dance Plus catalog, because of the ones we are expecting, as Just Dance 2025 is soon going to be released pretty soon. And I'm surprised because the first half of the 4 weeks we've gotten from Just Dance 2025 were like good. The other half, we're off to a somewhat bad start when it came to like week 5 or something. But it's gonna get there. We'll see the rest, and we're also maybe get a future season or something. We're also getting the revealing of some party packs as well, some song packs, which is cool. But that'll probably have to be saved for like a separate video in a way. And I think we're also getting the release of Just Dance VR, Welcome to Dance City. It's not really interesting. It's just basically their experiment of trying Just Dance on VR specifically. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And in case if you want to stay updated, make sure to also check my featured playlist. This is where you're gonna see. Make sure to check out T.A. Kirby Stars' new episode, Cafe Chaos, on the way. And I'm also working on some future somewhat ideas that, there are videos that I wanted to upload, but iMovie didn't want me to, and those being like creating a superior roster for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl because of the disappointment that was 1 and 2, and maybe make a better one for Nick All-Star Brawl 3, not counting the bosses and the other additional campaign and all the features. They could all stay in that format, but it's just the roster is the problem in all of its tiers. I could even say the same thing for Multiverses, because sure, the game is continuing to progress with new characters, new seasons, all that content, and they're doing a refix. It continues to grow, but there's still a bunch of content that needs to be shared. I was even going to do that for another video. I'm also maybe thinking of a new video idea for maybe when we get, like, I'm thinking of maybe doing like a future DreamWorks crossover game. Same thing for Illumination, because I don't think Illumination has ever done a specific game in a while. And otherwise, I might even do a video also on Mario Kart X's retro tracks, because even though the console isn't out but yet I still find it to be like a major disappointment. From it could secretly be like the same thing from what the Wii U did back then, and maybe, who knows, I might even also maybe make a booster course video on the new game, possibly, if there even is, or any type of DLC that we end up secretly getting out of nowhere from Nintendo that no one tends to care about. But yeah, I just have like so many of these different ideas that I think could even be good for video ideas. I even think of some other ones, like maybe Street Fighter, Tekken, King of Fighters, and some other cool stuff that I even mentioned. But if you want to see all that, you want to make sure you're subscribed first. Make sure you hit the like, hit the bell, share, and do all that stuff. And just to give it like a little bit of a challenge or something, not that it's possible or anything, if the video gets like to 2 likes, just 2 likes, I'll collab with Princess April, because this video right here, I was in it. I was in one of her TikTok streams. You should check her out. She really needs the support. Major Asian Angel, but make sure you subscribe. And with all that being said, I'm out, and peace.